relics. But this one's open.
What if Tremonius needs our help against the demon? He's fine. And if he ain't, you really want to go after him? Fair point.
How do we get out of here?
Terminal, over there. Just give me a second. I should be able to get control from here.
So Tremonius has fallen. A victim of the Master Chief's fate. Do not fool yourself. He was not the best of the banished, not by any measure. It occurs to me that we have not been introduced. I, of course, know of you, Spartan. Your legend, the fear you inspire is admirable. The hope you stir in the hearts of your kind. Misplaced. I want you to know my name, too. To know my legend. How else will you beg me for mercy? I am Escharum, War Chief of the Banished. This is my world now. And you have little time remaining in it.
Halo Infinite walkthrough, take 2, because my microphone was muted and now I have to repeat the narration of this video. Yes. You know, if you are in video work often, then it should pretty much be habit that you just run a quick, like, 30-second test of everything you're using to make sure that stuff like that doesn't happen, because it's a lot more annoying to fix a 20-minute mistake than it is to fix a 10-second mistake. But sometimes you get complacent and you think you know what you're doing, and then you mute your microphone and then forget to unmute it and start trying to narrate this video. Okay, so we got it working now. This is going to be the first time we're in the overworld for Halo Infinite, and we got the first view of a Phantom, which didn't shoot me too much. They are going to shoot us later, and especially on Legendary, they are just so deadly. They are really some of my least favorite enemies in the game. And you can destroy Phantoms, but like in the other Halos, it takes a really long time, and it's really just better to wait for them to pass. And the whole point of this video and also the next one is that I'm going to try to just give a brief overview of what you do in the overworld, kind of how it works. But I'm not going to show a whole lot of the overworld for the rest of the video walkthrough because there are just way too many combinations, way too many possibilities, and so much of this is up to luck or your playstyle or whatever upgrades you chose or which guns you currently have. And some things are going to occur in the overworld, and I'll of course have advice for how to get past that, fine, but for the most part, it's just going to be whatever works for you to get to the next objective is the way to do it, and there's no right or wrong way, and it's just going to take a really long time for me to record and edit and upload all of those, all of the traversing in the overworld itself, so this is not a 100% walkthrough, and I'm not going to show how to collect every item on the map, and I really have no desire to do that anyway. So I'm really just going to show the main missions. I'm really not going to show a whole lot of how to get there. There's going to be markers on your map. You're going to be able to look at the map and see right where to go so you won't get lost. And I'll give advice once we actually get to the objective, and we might still do some fighting in the overworld like we're doing here. But most of the areas are going to be similar to this one, where there's just lots of enemies all over the place, and we have to just use whatever methods work for us to defeat them. and it can be a little bit annoying, especially early on. I was using that Hydra to lock onto a lot of the enemies, so that helps, but the Hydra doesn't have a whole lot of ammo, and ammo is a problem in Legendary, and it's going to be even worse if you turn on the Famine Skull, you know? And we don't have a whole lot of precision guns. I think, like, the most precise gun we have is this pulse rifle, which isn't bad on the campaign. I think it's pretty bad in the multiplayer, or I just don't know how to use it, but it's pretty good in the campaign. And, like, I took that brute out in, like, 3 shots, and even these jackals, they go down pretty quick. But I'm getting torn apart by that okay, I thought I killed a brute. There must have been another one. It's very easy to get swarmed in the overworld, so pay attention to your radar, and just try not to get surrounded. Use your tools, use your grappling hook. It's a little bit weird to get used to at first because I'm not used to grappling around like Spider-Man in a Halo game, but you get very used to using it and it'll pull you out of a whole lot of bad areas really quick. And as I said 30 seconds ago, I'm kind of getting torn apart by that stupid turret that's up on top, but I don't think I could really see if it was a grunt or something stronger, and I didn't want to waste my ammo. There's also these energy pods, I'll call them, that we can pick up, and we can throw those around. Those can be very helpful with defeating stronger enemies. And of course, look around, explore. You know, it's an open world. You're supposed to wander. You're supposed to take time, slow down, take a look at what the game has to offer you, and just don't be afraid to spend some time not making any progress. Have fun in the game. Don't forget to have fun in video games. So in this building, there's going to be, I think this is a stalker rifle, and I'm going to use that to take out some of the enemies over there. So the stalker rifle is kind of the worst version of the beam rifle. I'm a little bit sad the Covenant seem to have lost their beam rifle, but we still just don't have too many precision weapons. I'm really trying to look out for a battle rifle, and there might be one nearby that I've missed. I'm not totally sure, but I don't really get a battle rifle for a while, and the battle rifle ends up being one of my favorite overworld weapons. And you can just use whatever combination is good for you. But especially on Legendary, I think you're going to really want precise weapons, because you're going to want to stay pretty far away. If you just run in and start gunning, you're probably going to get killed by who knows what, grenades or explosions or just some random grunt you didn't notice. And precision weapons are really good at just taking out enemies from far away and reducing the amount of damage that is coming into Master Chief. So once I'm done taking out some of the enemies around here, looks like that brute finally is dead, I'm going to head up the hill, and we're just going to follow the objective, and that's pretty much all there is to this video. The next one, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the fobs that we're going to be able to capture, and you're going to want to capture most of them if you can, because they give you fast travel points around the map, and they're also just super useful for making some of the parts of the game a lot easier.
Rally to Outpost Tremonius!
You like raw?
That's the last of them.
Is it safe?
Is anything? Don't answer that. If you can find me somewhere to hack in, I think I can guarantee this base will be safe for your friend to land. Let me see. The Banished are using a modification of the Covenant's BattleNet protocol. Pretty easy to push through, and done. I've removed this location from their system. We're safe here.
LZ secure.
Oh, solid ground. As good as this feels. Please tell me we can go. Did you find the weapon you were looking for? Can we go?
Hi.
What the? Cortana? But she... This is all her fault.
It isn't Cortana. Tell him.
But it's classified.
Permission granted.
I was created by Dr. Catherine Halsey to mimic this installation's security to trap Cortana for deletion. I was successful.
Cortana's no longer a threat. And now she's going to help us stop the Banished.
Of course she is.
I think I'm with you. I didn't even know what a Banished was an hour ago, and even I can see the odds aren't great.
Yes. Yes, you should listen to her. You're gonna get us all killed.
Oh, this is fascinating. You're trying to survive. But I was programmed to...
Really? One person with a death wish wasn't enough?
No, I was just figuring what I'm supposed to... Wait. I'm picking up a UNSC distress signal.
Location.
The source is 4 kilometers from here. Here is the distress signal's point of origin. This is our current location. This was, until 2 minutes ago, a Banished forward operating base. I say was because now it's ours.
Chief, what is she talking about?
Now, here's the cool part. There are more UNSC forward operating bases that have fallen into Banished hands. Well, pause. They have paws. Each one is associated with a territory. Here is the location of the UNSC signal I've been tracking, and here are 2 more fobs.
Mark it. Let's go.
Let's go. What? There? Siempre hay algo contigo. Déjame en paz, por favor.